Hey, what is up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole, if you do not know, and I am so excited that you are here checking out today's video. Today I got a little inspired by Valentine's Day, and I created this very pink and very glittery eye look. So if that is not your jam, do not worry about it. I will be having another video posted next week that will be a little bit more of like a natural Valentine's Day look, something still just as equally beautiful and feminine and whatever you'd like it to be, but a little bit more toned down, because I realize this is not everybody's glam hat to have glitter on top of glitter on top of glitter. So anyways, before we get all the way into this video, do not forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not yet, and then go ahead and click the notification bell that's right next to it. That way you get notified of all of my future content. And if you enjoy this video, give me a big like, and then also comment below and let me know what your plans are for Valentine's Day, because I'm a nosy and I'd love to know. I'll stop now. Like, I know I'm like, blah, and I need to shut up. So I'm going to stop talking and let's just roll on into the video. That's the only way to get me to stop, you know, when I'm like working on my eyes. So. You know I'm ready to go when I roll up my sleeves. That means it's time to jump in. So first things first is I'm going to start by using this Carly Bybel palette by BH Cosmetics. This is her very first palette. This is not like the deluxe one. As you can see, it is a very neutrally type palette. These top shades are highlighters. I don't ever really use them ever, because I just don't I feel like they're a little bit powdery, I guess. But I do like these beauties down here. I think I'm gonna go in, I'm just gonna start by using this mauve shade and looking for my brush, and I'm just going to go in with that as I like blah, 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 blah. And I'm gonna just start working that into the crease. As you can see, it's a nice mauve tone. I always forget how beautiful this shade is because I don't use it very often, and then I use it and I'm like, damn, she hit the spot. However, it is very like powdery. There's a lot of fallout for these shadows, which could be why I don't use them often. Let's see. I'm going to use the brown right next to the mauve color right there. And same brush. I'm just going to deepen this outer area up a little bit. Hello? It's powdery, but there's no extra shade coming. That is definitely one of those shades where you have to like continuously dip in, apply, dip in, apply, dip in, apply, dip in, apply, because it's very powdery, so it lets you know it's there. It's like, hey, yo, you dipped in, baby, but not gonna let you have yours, if you know what I mean. Side note, my kidney is hurting today. Oh, on the side. Ugh. I have like, essentially I have one kidney. So I have a horseshoe shaped kidney. So they're connected in the middle. They kind of form like the horseshoe, right? That's why they call it that. But yeah, my kidneys are connected in the middle. So the doctors say it's like having one kidney. And I have a lot of problems with my kidneys. I get kidney stones frequently and randomly. So that's always exciting. And whenever I haven't drinking enough water, my kidneys definitely let me know. They're like, give us some liquid, you You know what I mean? Things like that. Things like that. So let's see. I'm going to go in with this Alamar Cosmetics palette. Got this from my BoxyCharm box a while back. And I'm going to use this brown shade that is called Cafecito. Put a little bit on, and I really just want to deepen the outer area of my eye. I tried to use that shade from the Carly Bible palette, and it just wasn't pulling through, you know, it wasn't pulling its weight. So got to go in with something that's going to do the trick, you know what I mean? Okie doke, that's essentially the look I'm going for. So I love it when I do makeup looks that I can use only a couple brushes with. Like, it just rocks my world. I literally use this No Name, my favorite. You know, I got it from Amazon. I use this for all of the, how many shadows have I placed so far? 3, I think. I use this for all 3 shadows, and it did the trick. It did it. It did its effing job. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this Aesthetica. It's like a flat, angled situation. I'm going to go in with that. I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going there. So I'm going to take my very dirty Tarte concealer here. I'm going to get, I don't need too much because this concealer is very pigmented, but I'm going to get a decent amount on my brush like so. And what you want to do, make sure that you all can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to start with this eye so you can see. What you want to do is take the part that has the concealer. I was getting ready to go on the other side. And you essentially want to cut out your crease. So however far up you want to go. I don't like going too far up, but I do like going a little further than my actual eyelid for the reason that I don't have very large eyelids. Like from my eyebrow to my eyelashes, the bottom of my eyelid, it's not a large space. So because I'm trying to go for like a statement, I'm going to use glitter and such. I want to make sure that I have enough space there so that I can actually show off my gorgeous makeup that I'm doing. Therefore, I'm going to go a little bit above my crease. And I'm not going to go all the way over. I'm just going to kind of go until I hit about the outer third. Make sure that's nice and blended. This concealer is very pigmented and thick. So, gotta make sure it's nice and blended out and it's not like leaving any sticky residue or anything. I did go a little too far over, but guess what? We can fix that. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye really quick. Take just a clean Sonia Kashuk brush. I'm gonna go in with this very light creamy shade in the Carly Bible BH palette, and I'm just gonna go over, ow, I just poked myself in the dang eyeball. I'm just gonna go over that concealer to make sure that it's not too sticky. So that makes it to where we have, I know I look a little crazy right now, but that makes it to where we have a nice clean light colored base so that we can really lay down the pigment with what we're trying to go for right now. So let's see, what am I trying to go for? This is the question. Just kidding, I know. I'm gonna go in with the Anastasia Amrezy palette. This is like the ultimate Valentine's Day palette. I mean, let's be honest. I'm using my finger. I'm gonna go in with Wasted and just put that over top of where I cut my crease. I'm not worrying too much about that top area of the crease. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little something extra up there. Here we go. Okay, now I am going to go in with the lovely Cupcake shade. Get it on my finger. Put that down over top of the shade Wasted. Now that I have those two shades nicely laid down on my eyelid, I'm going to go back in the Carly Bybel palette, take that original mauve color that I started with. I'm going to blend over top here a little bit just to blend things out. Make sure that it's all nice and blended and that it's coming together nicely. I'm going to take the shade right next to the mauve that I used. These are so powdery, like you can see all the fallout. This shade right here, I haven't used this one yet, but I'm going to go ahead and dip into it real quick. And just, ooh, that's a nice shade. I should have just originally used that to deepen up. I don't know why I didn't even think about that. Place it right on the outer area. Deepening it up, and then also like really kind of blending it out. I'm definitely trying to go for a pretty smoky eye today. We already cut the crease, so when we already cut the crease, might as well just let the end part smoke its way out and be as dramatic as it would like. And today, let me tell you, boy, howdy, it wants to be a lot of drama. All right, lastly, I'm going to go in with this Anastasia brush that I got in my Amrezy palette. And what shade? Oh, yeah. I'm going to go back into Cafecito, which is in this Alamar Cosmetics palette. I'm going to go right into like the outer V area of my eyelid. I'm not trying to smoke this shadow out too much the way I did the darker maroon color, mauve color in the Carly Bybel palette, but I am trying to like, you know, I'm going to lay it, I'm going to pat it, I'm going to blend it a little bit. Go back in with that brush that I've used to blend out the majority of my shadows, and I'm just blending out the top part of that shadow, blending it into the maroon color. Okay, that is that. Get any fallout. I don't really think I had any fallout, but I like to just give it a little checksy checks, you know, make sure. So last but not least in this step is I'm going to go back with, I'm going to clean this first, and then I'm going to go back in with this, and I'm going to put some glitter, like some liquid glitter on top right here, and then I'm going to put it, boom, right in that crease to give it a little extra. So I'm going to clean this. I'll be right back. So I'm going to go ahead and try to use this Eye Luster Cream Shadow by Ciate London. I don't know if this is really going to give me what I'm looking for. And if it doesn't, I'm just going to go in with some NYX glitter and glitter primer. But we'll see. I kind of have this like look in my mind. It's not really coming off very well on the brush. I have this look in my mind that I want to create, and I don't know if this is going to create it, but we'll see. So I'm just going to very lightly go to the top part of my crease, right where I brought that concealer up to. Like I said, I was going a little further than my actual crease. And the reason was for this, trying to make it, it's not like a thin line, but it's not like a thick line, you know? It's kind of just like medium thickness. I know that I keep telling you all, but I'm very intelligent. I speak beautifully, right? Just so poised in my speech. And I'm going to wing that out. As you can see, this is a very natural look. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a minute. And then it's not really giving me the full look that I'm going for. So I'm going to go ahead and put this NYX glitter primer on this brush. I'm going to place that on top of that line that I just did. Definitely going to have to clean this up a little bit. I went a little too far up. Okay. Now I'm going to take my NYX glitter, and this is in the shade 02. I'm going to dump a little bit into the cap. Try not to get it too messy. And then since I already put that glitter primer on this brush, the glue stuck beautifully to it. Or the glitter stuck beautifully to the glue. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to go right up in here. It's not giving me everything I'm hoping and dreaming for, you know? You know when you have hopes and dreams and then they just don't pan out? I'm feeling that today. Go back in with a little bit more glue because I really want to get like a defined wing with that glitter. Sorry, I know I'm like blocking the view. Alrighty, that is really pretty. I'm going to go back in with my finger into the shade Cupcake and make sure that I didn't lose any of that shade. Still want it to be nice and prominent on there. So pretty. I'm going to take, let's see, what am I going to take? I'm going to take one of these Moda Pro brushes. It's a little smaller than what I usually use. And I'm going to go back in with that deep maroon color and kind of just like put it on top of where that glitter was. I'm not blending with this brush, I'm just placing. Okay, now I'm going to use my No Name and blend. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish off the bottom part of this eye, and then I'll go off camera and just complete this eye. So for the bottom portion of my eye, I'm going to use the Vintage brush, and it's like a flatter type brush. I'm going to go in with the first maroon shade that I use in the Carly Bible palette that I put in my crease, and put that under, put that under my eye. Okay, I'm going to go in with the darker maroon shade in the Carly Bible palette and smoke out my bottom lash line a little bit more. I am kind of going up and connecting it a little bit with that glitter wing. All right, that's that. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera really quick, and I'm going to do this eye, everything that I've done to this eye, and then I'm going to put on my lashes and do my eyebrows and all that jazz, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm finally back. Oh my God, that took forever. Ugh. The eyelash glue that I use takes literally forever to dry. I'm out of I love to use the Kiss, like with aloe eyelash glue, and I'm out. And last time I went to the store to buy it, they didn't have it, so I got this Ardell lash grip glue, and it's a fine glue, but the problem is that it has this little squeezy tube applicator instead of the wand like the Kiss glue has, and so more product comes out, which means not only am I wasting more product, but it takes forever to dry because it's like thick and clumpy and it takes forever. Anyways, oh my gosh, rant over, shut up, Nicole. This is the finished look. So I obviously finished on this eye what I'd already done on this eye and then added my lashes. I used the Ardell 854 3D Faux Mink lashes. They're not in there because they're on my eyeballs. And then I just used my Gimme Brow on my brows today because I used that in my like 5-minute makeup video that I posted last week. If you haven't checked that out, you should do so. But I used this Gimme Brow in the shade 5 just over my brows, and you can like, the wand is so tiny that you can really use it to shape out your eyebrows as well. It's not really, there we go. So that's what I did, and you know what? It was quick and simple, and they look fine. So I might just be doing that more often. And then on my lips, I used the Milani Bullet Lipstick in the shade 62 Matte Blissful. I'll go ahead and swatch this for you. As you can see, it's a very like Barbie pink shade, which isn't typically my vibe. Even with looks like this, I'm not really going for like a super pink shade. So I went ahead and put the Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Tease over it. And it just does this like magical thing where it just mutes the pink. That's really hella messy, but it mutes the pink and it can make it look so, it makes it shiny, of course, like a little shinier than it would with just the matte lipstick, but it also just like, it mutes the pink out and it makes it so much more like everyday type of pink instead of like that bright Barbie pink, which I just wasn't going for today. So I hope you so much enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this look. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you back on Thursday for another A+++ video. Right? Bye.